We're live. Apparently, we are live. I'm a bit stressed out today. I've got to be honest with you. I am slightly stressed out. We're going to do this video about Lanzini. We're going to open a chat. But I've almost brought a little bit too much upon myself. We swapped over the software very recently, as you know, and we've been trying new things. And I had this bit of dormant software. And I thought I'm going to try some new things so I can do a live show but introduce live video and all the rest of it. So I've been setting this up for about 45 minutes. I've bitten off far more than I can chew, so I do apologise now if it's a complete car crash of a video, because it's been stressing me out. Anyway, the laptop's making so much noise, I've had to stick my microphone in. I've basically put my microphone in the wall. Anyway, but the good news is that Lanzini has signed a new contract. I'm going to get to that high-tech stuff in a minute. It's easier just to chat. I got Harry Pierce, Andy, and oops, I did a poopy in the live chat. Who else we got? James, I think. Who else? I can't be bothered to scroll up, but welcome everybody that's in the live chat. Are we happy about this or what? We've got to be absolutely buzzing. I thought for quite a long time that the reason that we were not getting a final transfer over the line was because we were saving the money to pay for Lanzini's new contract. Now, just in case you don't know the news, so you must do. You must already know. You haven't found out the information off of me. The news been out there for a good couple of hours yet, but Lanzini had a contract. He considered he had a year left to run. The club considered that he had a year plus another 2-year option on top. It looked like at one point it was going to start getting quite legal. And obviously the club didn't want that. I was getting a little bit worried because I think he's a world-class player. He was going to the World Cup, if you remember, and he got injured in a pre-season training camp. And I think he would have been a star, one of the stars of the show in that, because he's absolutely wonderful. And the longer it went on, the worse it became, because he came back at the end of last season, found it hard to get in his rhythm. He had the pre-season. At the pre-season this time, he looked absolutely electric from when we've seen him. And I think it's quite clear, just from the way Pellegrini wants to play, even if him resting him against Newport, it's quite clear that he is Pellegrini's main man. The team's going to be built around him. I don't think this kid would look out of place in any of the top teams, by the way. I think you could literally take him, put him in for any one of those guys. You could take David Silva out of the Man City team, put Lanzini in there. I don't think you're going to notice an awful lot of difference. I really do think he's that good. And I was starting to get a little bit worried, because if you were a big club, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you look at this guy with only 12 months left on his contract, or so it may well be if legally that were to be the case? Why wouldn't you look at him and think, actually, I'm going to take him. I'm going to have him on the cheap as well. Very, very worried about it, because as much as we like Haller coming in, and Fornals may well turn out to be a good player, and Wilshire's had a good pre-season, and Anderson looks great, it still is one step back if Lanzini hadn't signed that contract. But he's shown his commitment to the club. It's a 4-year deal, apparently. And the funny thing is, it's a 4-year deal, apparently with a 2-year option. Takes him to 2023. You know that anyway, because you can add 4 on top of 19 and know that it's 23. You didn't need me to tell you that either. Wonderful, wonderful news. So, welcome to everybody in the chat. I'm just reading. You clearly, everyone's happy about it. We've got someone joining us from Holland. People join us from all over the world for our videos, which is lovely. Speaking about our videos, I'm gonna show you something. I don't know if you know this yet, but I'm gonna show you a little sneaky one. We'll find out if the technology works now, by the way.
Hi everyone, Dean Ashton here. I've just done an interview with Hammers Chat, and it will be on their YouTube channel very, very soon. So make sure you look out for that and listen to what I've got to say.
Did you hear that? Did my technology work? Did you? Did you see Dean Ashton? I hope you did. It was Dean Ashton there. He was saying, hello everybody, it's Dean Ashton here. We could tell that. He didn't need to say it, did he? He's doing a video. Gio has interviewed Dean Ashton, and it's coming out soon. I've not seen it. as yet. So I've seen as much as you at the moment. So that's good, isn't it? Thank you, Andy. Andy's seen it. So yeah. We've got good things coming up on the channel, but I thought I would try and slip that in. Test if the technology's working. If that's working, I can introduce other videos along the way, and we can eventually get a system going where this interactive live video is a little bit better quality. It will be a really good video. It was a bit. I'm talking about Gio here. Gio was a little bit coy, a little bit conservative, and and it was his birthday. Interviewed on his birthday. I said, "How'd it go?" He said, "Oh well, I think it went well," because he said after the Gary Lewin interview, I don't know, and that went well. And well, you can guess what he said after the Matt Jarvis interview. Yep. Oh well, I don't know, I'm not, and they were all good, weren't they? So I'm really looking forward to that. And yeah, I could cheat and go and have a look. I'm not sure I will. I might wait. I might watch it with you lot. We'll all get together, have a cup of tea, watch it together. So we got that to look out for him. Yeah, I mean, does Gio ask him about the final? Of course he does. But I don't know. I haven't got a list of the questions or anything like that. But I'm just going to sit back and enjoy it and not particularly preempt it. But he was a quality player, wasn't he, Dean Ashton? And obviously the video is about Lanzini, and I'm absolutely thrilled with this, and you can almost breathe a huge sigh of relief. You can relax into it now, relax into being a West Ham fan. And does this give us a bounce ahead of tomorrow? Possibly. Who knows? I still think it's a tough game. Norwich is is going to be a tough game anyway. We know this. Hopefully you watched the preview that we did last night. We think it's going to be a tough one, but surely that is giving everybody a lift, and I'm going tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. I'd missed the Man City game because that was my friend's wedding, very nice wedding, and obviously we got thrashed as well, so I didn't mind missing it. I went to Brighton away, so my first home game, so I'm looking forward to that. We're having a good day out. Dean is hello, Dean, mate. By the way, when's question time? A little bit later, mate. Thank you for asking. We've got to I've got a few things to rattle through first, but I'm glad he asked that because sometimes the questions all disappear up the top of the what's it, so to speak. So yeah, and it's very, very hard to retrieve them because I can barely work my Sky remote, and so this is all very, very technical. But the more I do it, the better I get. So we will in a bit have your we'll have your opinions on Lanzini. I'm pretty sure they're all good. Somebody's already said in the chat that he's worth 90 million. Well, I'll tell you what, his value has gone up now. It's increased. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing for all concerned. I do wonder. The pessimist in me does wonder if there's a little clause in there that if a big club does come in, because I do think he is good enough. A gentleman's agreement, something like that. I don't know, but I did find it amusing, the 2-year option, bearing in mind the previous 2-year option had been disputed. So, Harry Pearce says Lanzini can be Payet and Fornals can be the old Lanzini. Sneaky, Harry, very sneaky. I need to see a bit more from Fornals. I've got to say, I do worry. I want him to do well. I desperately want him to do well. I don't think he's going to settle as quickly as Lanzini. See, the thing with Lanzini has pace. So he was able to settle in the league straight away, which is amazing because I think he was playing out in Saudi Arabia or something like that. He wasn't not like he came from the German league where he'd been playing, sort of top level football or anything like that. So for him to acclimatise as quickly as he did was very, very good. If you haven't seen the promo video, I'm gonna try and introduce it now. Have a little look. See, what they do. The club, they spin out a little video to celebrate it. Do some clever editing and some quite clever bits and pieces, really. We knew what was coming, of course, but have a look. That's Lanzini. That's Lanzini's hand. His ear, nice ear. I don't know why the sound isn't working on this, but you have to put up with me talking, I guess. Bubbles. Hugo will be quite jealous, won't he? I guess about that. Nice seat. Oh, it's very moody. Here he is. all of that. Oh, I don't. Yeah. Very nice. Very, very nice, Lanzini. This is what we want to see. The Rabona, or is it a Rabona? Oh, I don't know. It's good stuff. This is what we want. He's a top quality player. Lanzini, there you go. You get it. He did have something to say, though.
I am very happy to extend my contract with you, and come on, you Idols.
Eyelids?
Hello, all the fans.
Come on, you Eyelids.
I am very happy to extend my contract with you, and come on, you Idols.
He said eyelids, didn't he? He said eyelids. It's not wires, or is it? Who said wires? Come on, you wires. João Mario said wires. Come on, you eyelids. Can't say. Fair enough. I don't care. He can say what he wants. He signed a new contract. I love the fella, quite frankly. Yeah, so I don't know what happened with the sound there. You got my horrible, annoying voice instead. But yeah, there we go. Good news. Happy days. Bring it on. What do you want to say? We've got one other thing which I want to talk about in a minute. Actually, before I do, just ever so quickly, this is neat and snazzy. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe when you've clicked the subscribe button. Don't forget to press the bell. Gives you notifications. The funny thing is, it's wasted on you lot, to be fair, because if you're in this chat, you've already had the notification, which is why you know the video's on. Okay, at Mo said Lanzini was playing in the United Arab Emirates before he came to us, and that was great recruiting. It was very, very good recruiting. You've got to have your fingers in a lot of pies, really, to to be scouting that particular market. Metal Corey says, my vision for Lanzini is to reach the level of Coutinho. His shooting would have to improve a lot, though. Yeah, okay, Coutinho's got a good shot. I said this a little while ago when Coutinho was still at Liverpool, and I got laughed at, not for the first time, I often get laughed at, but I got laughed at by the Liverpool fans because when they were saying they can't, I was worried that Lanzini might be the replacement for Coutinho, but I don't think it was a silly suggestion. And you certainly look at some of the others. Who are the best attacking midfielders? Obviously, Eriksen would be one. I'm thinking of Manchester United. Have Manchester United even got one of that type at the moment? I'm not sure they have. Jesse Lingard plays there sometimes. You can't call Pogba one. Pogba's more of a sort of midfield, more dynamic player. He's more central than forward, isn't he? Great player, of course. But David Silva, we mentioned, maybe Bernardo Silva. How many? I'm talking about a little number 10, the Maverick Genius. I think it's fair to say he would fit in pretty much everywhere. Maddison is one, of course. Yeah, good. He's got into the England team, or the England squad, should I say. Ravi suggested him. That's a really, really good shout, actually, isn't it? Foden's a good one. He's got so many Man City, hasn't he? So, Pereira for United, but no, he's not that good. That Greenwood looks good, though, for United, doesn't he? He looks good. Looks a really, really good player. De Bruyne, of course. There's not tons of them, though. As I say this as another 20 gets suggested in the live chat. We're lucky. We've got him. I think Anderson's a bit of a maverick, although a bit more wingy, should we say? And we hope Fornals can be that. Sigurdsson's a funny one, Harry. Sigurdsson is a funny one. I know he's a good player. I've never been fully convinced. I certainly don't think he justified his 50 million. That's for sure. So, I don't know. No, a good player. It's a type of frustrating one if you're doing fantasy league with us. Like the type of frustrating one who you put in your fantasy league team, he doesn't do anything. Made some changes for this weekend, actually. A couple of changes. Richarlison's in the last chance saloon for me. He's got to do something, otherwise he's out. He's being sold. I do agree with what Harry says about Sigurdsson, though. He's a little bit too big to be the diminutive number 10. He is a bit of a lump, isn't he? Which is obviously... Eriksen is surprisingly big, though, isn't he? Mo says Haller is a top 5 English Premier League forward, or will be soon. I hope so. I certainly think so. I think it's yet to be seen. He's scored 2 goals, and I'm delighted. And I hope I was as excited as anyone when he came in. But we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully he is up there at the end of the season. Harry pissing my mate Almiron. Yes, he's a good player. Again, just very athletic, very fast. I think he brings other other skills to the game. He doesn't look out of place when he drifts out wide. Reese says, who would you say is the best number 10 in the Prem? Well, I'd be interested to know who you think, mate. De Bruyne was converted more. Pep converted him, didn't he? More to just to play a little bit deeper. And there were times before he got injured when he was playing next to Fernandinho. So do we call him a number 10? I certainly think he would be. Would be that if he was. He would be the best one if he did play at number 10. But he could do what he wants, Pep. And speaking of which, I was very pleased. We didn't discuss this. Haven't done a video about Oxford, have we? I was very, very pleased to really pleased to get that draw. I was worried Man City was coming out the hat, you know, which is sort of the last thing we needed, really. And Oxford's good. Oxford is a good one to get. I'm happy with that. Really, really happy with that. We should hopefully be able to go up there. Pellegrini can do his tinkering and whatnot, and hopefully get away with results. I'll take weak teams all the way to the final. I'll take a weak team in the final. I just want to win a trophy. It's been a long, long time for, well, not just for me, for all of us. What do I think about Bury? It's such a shame, mate. It's such a shame. I do think the EFL have got something to answer for. These are people's livelihoods. You know, people. You often every team has got fans that, you know, have not missed a game in 50 years, and it's their bread and butter, and they go in their house and it's festooned with everything. There'll be some serious hardcore Bury fans. Been around for 125 odd years, that club, something like that. And you know, this is going to the football is some people's only interest, only hobby. That's what keeps them going. But I think it's an absolute disgrace, actually. I think how that guy passed the fit and proper test to become a chairman. Did anybody see the if I know someone's going to answer that question, I'll put the link in the thing. You've got to line them up before you go live. He said, the interviewer, I think it was on Radio 4 or something like that, and the interviewer said, don't you disagree? He said, don't you agree that the Burnley fans are very passionate? And he said, yeah, I do think they're passionate. He said, but I also think they're an embarrassment. They embarrass themselves. So, and he said, I think they should stop. They shouldn't drink very much. And then the interviewer said, sorry, I wish I'd have lined it up there. Then the interviewer said, well, what about, what's your interest in football? He said, I've no interest in football. I never even wanted to go to a game of football. And so basically, he was allowed to buy a football club without being interested in football, and he hates the fans. Well, what's that all about? Absolutely ridiculous. Sorry, bit of a rant there. Let me just move up a little bit. I tell you what, I hate this system. Sorry about that. You type and you put your questions in. And sorry, I'll go on a little rant. Any time I take longer than 30 seconds to answer something, I do apologise. A lot of your questions get missed. I don't want to miss anybody. Kent Hammer's very, very pleased. He'll be here next season for the third year of Pelly's 3-year project. So obviously Gary's talking about Lanzini there. Sorry, I've gone back a little bit too far on that one. A win against Norwich constitutes a good start to the season, says Harry Pierce. Well, it does. Absolutely, it does. You couldn't say, and not just that, the other way as well. A loss against Norwich doesn't necessarily mean a nasty start to the season. I think we started off with a win, a loss, and a draw. I do think that's more or less how our season's going to go. I think almost as equally as you can, it's going to be, in thirds on those things. So that's why the cup is so important. It really, really is. Right, let me scroll down a little bit more. Daniel James looks good for Manu. Yeah, but he's a winger, isn't he, Ravi? He's a winger, We've done the Bury one. Gary says we've got a lot of top players now. He worry about losing next season. He's worried about us losing some of our top players. I always thought next season was the one, Gary. I've got to say, I think, unless Diop's come in with a bit of stick, hasn't he? But I do think, actually, next season you're going to have somebody like Diop, somebody like Anderson, Lanzini, certainly, Haller. These are players, and of course, let's not forget Declan Rice as well. Big clubs are going to be looking, but there is something really interesting about the Premier League now, and they've got big money. Look how hard it was for Man U to get Harry Maguire out of Leicester. It weren't easy because everybody has got money. I mean, Wan-Bissaka, you know, 1 year playing really, and they got 50 million from Palace. So excuse me. So I mean, you know, you got. When you're rich, you and you are, all the Premier League clubs are rich, you can pretty much dictate what you're going to ask for a player. So I do think that helps in hanging on, which is why it's sort of the players almost have to kick off a bit, and we know about that, don't we? Because we've seen it with Payet and we've seen it with Arnautovic, of course. So I think if you pay players well, then you get to keep most of them, but you can't keep all of them, and there are. I think I've got to stop mentioning Man United as a top club. I know they're a big club, but it's Liverpool and Man City, really. They're light years above the rest. I think if Liverpool and Man City come in for one of your players and they're going to pay big money, and Liverpool have already paid 75 million for a player, haven't they? And they've, of course, sold one for 150 odd million. I think I could see them spending 100 million next. And if people like Liverpool and Man City are going to start chucking 100 million around for a player, then you're probably going to accept it because there probably is value to be found in other leagues. What else have we got here? Gary Page saying they'll build flats on Bury's grounds. Sound familiar? Yeah, of course, but yeah, I mean different circumstance really there, isn't it, Gary? I mean this is. You know, I don't think it's the owner there that won't be building those flats. I just hope they don't. I just hope they don't. How that guy got into that position, I will never ever know. And as you know, anyway, I'm feel quite strongly about that, as I know everybody does. James Yeoman, he lives in Norwich. He lives in Ipswich, so he wants us to beat Norwich. Of course, big rivalry. The between Norwich. What do they call it? What do they call that? What derby is it? Someone help me. East Anglia derby? Well, I don't know. What's it called? Someone help me out, will they? James says, do you fear that we're going to have a lack of width with Antonio out now, Anderson, Forners, Lanzini? Yeah, lots of number 10 players. No speed or pace, yeah, of course. And we probably will miss the fact that Diangana's out. I do. So pace is just so important. I bang on about it a bit, don't I? But it is. It's always it's a dirty word, you know, strength and power and pace. But not everyone can't all be number 10s. I mean, even Man City, look at that. You know, they're at their best when they got all those tricky players, and actually Sterling's providing outright pace, or Sane, obviously not fit now. But yeah, for the farm, it's not a farmyard derby. Certainly not. That's a naughty Andy there. Ravi says, as long as we can replace the players that leave, get the right money, our scouting is done correctly, we should be all right. Why is there someone shouting Malmo? And there's somebody called Malmo shouting Malmo. What's they got to do with anything? We can't draw them in the League Cup, can we? Well, I don't think so. Not at the moment, anyway. That's for sure. What else have we got? Similar to Antonio, Bertrand Traore. Which one was that? Was that the one that was at Chelsea? Because he was good. Mo would love to work for Hammers Chat. You can send us in videos, Mo. Anyone can send us in videos, mate. You're very, very welcome. Very welcome, mate. info@hammerschat.com. Send in a video if you want to, mate. If you want to get in touch on that, if you want to write blogs for our website, depends what you want to do, mate. Get involved with, you know, and anyone is welcome to get involved, mate. And in fact, going down tomorrow because we run the boats. I'm meeting another person for the first time tomorrow, a regular on the chat here actually, and a regular on the forum, and we just met loads and loads of people from doing this and from the forum and from Twitter, and you know, we're a big happy family, the old Hammers Chat family, and there's a lot of us down the boats now, so I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. Should be a really good day. I hope we get the result as well, but you're very welcome, Mo. Bertrand Traore's a twig compared to Antonio. Yeah, I mean, does he look bigger this season, Antonio? I don't mean fat. He looks like He-Man, doesn't he? I was going to say the Terminator. The new trailer for the Terminator. I don't know if anyone likes that sort of stuff. I used to like the Terminator. The early ones, 1 and 2. They messed it up then. But this one looks all right. Got Linda Hamilton in it. Arnie's back. not an out of pitch, obviously. What do I think of Diop's performance versus Newport? Yeah, he was bad. Made him nervous, didn't it? Really. Yeah, it wasn't too clever, James. Starting at 11 tomorrow, Gio. I don't know. Gio's not here. You can ask him. He's sat on a bus somewhere, travelling down. He's on some 12-hour nasty bus journey. He might answer you. But he's probably conserving his battery pack. Oh, he's got a plug. Must have a plug on a bus, right? A USB port. The train I get in, there's a train strike tomorrow, by the way. The train I get in doesn't have a USB port. Very inconvenient, I must say. Lots of talk about Antonio being strong. Adama Traore, he's the one that was at Middlesbrough and is at Wolves now. Very, very tricky. Yeah, he was thinking of Adama Traore. He was. You're right. He's stocky, actually, isn't he? Yeah. Tractor Boys derby. Yeah, Kevin. I think you're right. That sounds familiar. Oops, I did a poopy. I keep on reading that as the start of the sentence, but it's his name. He's responded to Malmo. I'll let him do that. Mo says he thinks the Bury owner had 45 out of his 53 businesses liquidated. He didn't even know where Bury was before he bought them. Wow. How can you pass it? That's clearly 45 out of 53 your business get liquidated. How did he even... if it happens once, you shouldn't be able to run a football club. They're custodians of the fans. Antonio's starting to look like Akinfenwa, says Andy. Too many Traores and Dembeles. Absolutely. Lots of them. Are Dembeles better than Traores? I think they might be. That little one at Celtic. He's nifty. He's good. The one at Barcelona's good. He might not be at Barcelona. They might swap him with PSG for Neymar. Hate Neymar. Cheats. Rolls around. Horrible. Skillful. I know, skillful. But he's not nice. He's not Lionel Messi. I've never met Lionel Messi. Never likely to meet Lionel Messi. I think he's nice. Gary, Southwestern trains, I believe. I need to check. You'll be all right, mate, where you're coming in from. Anyone travelling from Preston? Not me. But they'll be all right, won't they? Midland Main Line. Is that what it was? Midland Main Line? I used to be engaged to a girl from Manchester. I used to travel up there all the time. Not quite as far as that. But we used to go past Preston when we used to go to Blackpool, which was fun. Metal Corey hates Neymar too. Of course he does. And Moussa Dembele at Lyon. He's the one that was at Celtic. I like the one that was at Tottenham and Fulham. He left. I went to China. I think he went to China today. He was a good player, actually. Possibly not even replaced him properly. Yes. Strange goings on at Tottenham. Ain't there? It's a bit funny, doesn't it? Oh, Gary, the shed. I've run out of money, mate, quite frankly. I've run out of money. And then my... I've basically run out of money. It's become so expensive. And Mrs. Gonzo works at hospital. And also she runs... she's also doing a degree in midwifery. And she runs a charity for people with depression. And it's been quite... she's got a lot going on, so and we had a bit of a mix up with the fixture schedules and stuff like that. So weekends I've not been going to the football. She's been busy doing her stuff and all the rest of it, so things ain't settled down yet. But I'm going to get on it, mate. I need a couple of weekends. Probably need about another 600-700 quid, and I can get it finished, mate. But it's ground to a halt. Nothing has happened. And Metal Corey's asking yet. I'm a bit embarrassed about the lack of progress at the Man Cave, but I can't really do any more. I just can't do any more. I need the cladding for the outside. It's quite expensive, and there's some other bits. I need to pay the electrician to come in and do some bits as well. It's money. It ate up a lot of money, but I'm going to get it done. Got to get it done before winter, because otherwise it just ends up one of them things that don't get done. And I've done 3/4 of it, so got to crack on. Tottenham's Dembele has been replaced by Ndombele. Very good, Harry. He's right. He's good, Ndombele. Gonzonator, where does your hatred of Spurs come from? I used to live... my family were in... I used to live in Ilford. My family were in Barking, and also Barkingside and Ilford. And my school, everyone was West Ham, upon a few that weren't, were Tottenham. I used to get a few Liverpool supporters because they were the glory hunters. I think years of just getting stick off them, and a rivalry of the Tottenham fans as well. Also, I've probably told this story before, but our PE teacher was a Tottenham fan, and you know when you get outings, you know, when you're at school and the teachers take you out for days out and all the rest of it. Our PE teacher, our day trip, they took us to a stadium tour of Tottenham Hotspur. That was one of our field trips at school. And he was laughing about it. Yeah, just years and years and years of growing up in a West Ham, in a West Ham area, with lots of Tottenham fans around, and they do like to give you a stick as well, Tottenham. So yeah, years and years of it really. I wouldn't call it hatred. I see a Tottenham fan and hate them instantly. I work with some Tottenham people and we got on very well. But as a club, I'd like to not see them do very well, and I like to wind them up a bit. And I do often have little digs at Tottenham, but I've been taking digs off Tottenham fans all my life. Thank you very much, Harry. Very kind of you to say so. Have we got anyone else's contracts down now, Lanzini side? I don't think so, Kevin. I think that was almost the last important one. I think. Everyone else that plays a relatively new player, aren't they? Let's be fair. Look at all the new guys in there. They're all new. They've just signed a new contract. Declan Rice has just signed a new deal. Don't think so, mate. Gonzo, is it okay? You can send those articles I write about to me or Gio. Yeah, cool. But it is me or Gio, mate. info@hammerschat.com is me or Gio. That will only the two of us will get those, mate. By the way, has my wife seen Mauricio Pochettino? What do you mean? Oh, she's depressed. Sorry. So I thought you meant she might fancy him. Who knows? She don't like him. Well, she wouldn't like him. He's Tottenham. Even if she did fancy him, she wouldn't tell me. But I see what you're saying. Has she seen him for depression? I don't know yet. Probably not, because it's mostly ladies that she sees and who have got postnatal depression if you have a baby, and some ladies get very, very down, and that's my wife's area of expertise. Oh my goodness, what I think of the barriers going up. It's really going quickly. The chat there, Gary. I need to see them, mate. But I do know I've been to Wembley on numerous occasions. I've watched the rugby there a few times as well, and I know them. It's a sort of extended bit, which has sort of wires, bit of wiring at it, just to stop you jumping over. Bit after the Lord Mayor's show, probably the people have already jumped over that. Things happen. Doesn't really happen anymore, does it? Hello, Mike, in the chat there, mate. I hope you're going to do really badly at fantasy football this week, I must say. I've tweaked my team, so there you go. Evening, everybody. Hello, Ben. Contracts mean nothing, says Raymond. He's probably right. Big up to Mrs. Gonzo. Oh yeah, well, thank you. She's a good girl. She's got to put up with me, isn't she? So, but yeah, she does well. She does well. She loves and she loves her stuff. You know, she loves babies and helping people, and loves the NHS and the hospitals and all that stuff. So yeah, good on her. But as I say, it was just it's hard. I've got 4 kids as well, so it's hard to always balance everything. But even though we've got the diaries, the calendars synced, anyone got a Google Calendar? They just haven't synced up together. So she said, I said I'm going to football this Saturday. This is 2 days ago. She said, I wish you'd have told me. I did tell you. It was in the calendar. She said, no, it wasn't, and it hadn't married up. But I am going. I'm going to the football tomorrow. Okay, sorry. Let me just scroll a little bit up on this. It says, Jordan. Hello, Jordan. So I want to read out people. There's lots of new people joining in. I started early tonight. I've got, just trying to get sorted out and before tomorrow. I said, hello, mate. If you've already spoke about it, you've seen Norwich down 22 centre-backs tomorrow. Didn't know. Good. Thanks for letting us know. Yeah, that would be a good thing for us, certainly. How good does it feel to see a decent team? Memories of Zaza. Yeah. I'm excited to go to games now, James. We're all excited to go to games. You know, it's good, isn't it? Hope the wife gets a visit from Delia too. I wish she could cook like Delia. To be fair, she don't get as drunk as Delia. Got to speak quietly, you know. Actually, I think she's out. She dropped my daughter goes to Air Cadet, so I think she just dropped her out now. You can send the articles to my Twitter, Mo. You're more than welcome to, mate. You're more than welcome to if you prefer to do that. Please do punctuate them. No, you know what, Twitter, it lists everything in a thing, so just make sure the paragraphs are done, please, mate. I'll copy it, we'll put it up, and then we'll obviously promote it through the usual channels. It would just go up, and we'll put it up on hammerschat.com. Write about what you want, mate. You know, yeah, everyone's got something about West Ham they want to write about. You're very, very welcome, and we're pleased to have any help that we can get. Let's be having you, yes, indeed. Reference to young Delia there. What's Lanzini worth now? Well, Jay, somebody said in the chat earlier that he might be worth 90 million now. Would we get 90 million from him right now? Probably not. But I tell you what, 10 solid games from Lanzini, have been playing like he has, then you're looking at a top class player. Really good, and hopefully a happy player. He's going to be happier now because he feels like he's getting the wages that he deserves. Hold on, Mike's in Sobury Bridge in West Yorkshire. He was in Bolton. You've moved from Bolton. I didn't know you'd moved. Chicharito only has 1 year left. Alec, yes, you're right, my friend, but I think we want that to go. Everybody, he wants to run it down. He wants to leave. We want him to, because on 135 grand a week, he's still our top earner. Interesting to know what Lanzini signed for. It must be 100 grand a week, I'd imagine, today. Oh, Zaza. Metal Corey said he watched Zaza against Wolves yesterday. He's still crap, so he obviously plays for Torino. Didn't know that. I would like to see Holland get a game, Victor, but not in the starting lineup, and not at the expense of Anderson or anyone like that. I mean, tomorrow I want to see Lanzini wide and then Anderson wide, because I think that's better from Yarmolenko and then Yarmolenko. Sorry, keep an eye on Norwich's fullbacks. Both sides are very good. Yeah, we know. We speak about them quite a lot. Max Aarons is a good tip, and somebody was actually from the first week. If you look, is in my fantasy football team. Ray says 90 million, no chance. Ray is not paying 90 million for Lanzini. How much are you going to pay, Ray? Mike's moved. Now we know. Gonzo, do you think we're going to be shopping for any new players in January? I think we've got money to. We've definitely not spent all the money, and we definitely, I by my own, not about working out of my brain, I still think we're probably even about 200 grand less than we were in wages from last season. So I don't have any idea on his wages, though, Andy. I've got to be 100 grand and then some bonuses, I'm pretty sure, which is going to make him happier, you know. So, Gonzo is your captain in your fantasy dream team. Oh, if you can bear with me. I'll have a look. I said, no, I've done the team. My team. Who have I got for tomorrow? No, I changed it. It keeps changing it back to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Why is it doing that? I don't know why it's doing that. It keeps changing it back. I thought I'd done all of this. It wasn't. I changed it. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to have to look back at that later. He's in the last chance saloon, though. Tell you that much. I'm talking about Richarlison. By the way, not Trent Alexander-Arnold. He'll stay in for all season. I've got to say something. Crikey, almost forgot. Right, okay. Right. We get contacted every now and again by people, local people, who want a hand, you know, want to help. So anyway, a chap contacted me. They're just opposite King Apparel, which is in Stratford, and his name's AJ. Now AJ runs, and it's right next to Stratford High Street DLR station. Now AJ runs, he runs this place, right? This is it there, okay? I can't. Oh, for the life of me, it's literally right next to. It's right next to the DLR. All right. He does pie and mash. He's licensed, so he does booze. He does curries. He does all the stuff. It's a nice establishment. If you mention Hammers Chat, you get 10% off on match days. And for the first 10 people there that spend over a tenner, is free parking. And I've just mentioned that because I know it's really, really difficult for parking, and Westfield can be not always easy to get into. But he's got 10 parking spaces there. And as I say, it's right next to the DLR station. So if anybody goes there and you ever have any trouble with parking, or you get off DLR and you want something to eat, or you want somewhere to have a drink, or you want a bit of pie and mash or something like that, a breakfast or anything like that, I will put the link below. And Yeah, sorry, I didn't put the link in it. I will put the link below, but it's AJ's 10% off, free parking for the first 10 people. I'm pretty sure if you phone ahead to him as well, because you can find it very, very easily on Google. If you phone ahead, then you can actually use, and it will let you park there all day while you go to the match, or you know, what he wants you to do is spend a tenner in there. 10% off. That's AJ. So yeah, get yourself down there if you're in and around the area. He's trying it as a new thing. He only usually opens in the week, so he's trying it as a new thing to see if it works out for him. I said we'd be happy to help him out. So there we go. Right, what else we got? Can you rank all the West Ham fan channels in order? Well, that's easy, isn't it? That's Hammer's Chat. And Hammer's Chat. And coming in third is Hammer's Chat. It's got to be Hammer's Chat. It's like Akabusi said, it's Hammer's Chat all the way, baby. Yeah, you're not going to get me on that one, Mo. I've got to say, you're not going to get a serious answer out of me. That's for sure. I would say, I could say loads of different things, but the truth of the matter is, I spend so much time doing this. You've all heard about my private life, probably too much. Bored you with my private life. Listen, I've got a Dean Ashton interview sat there waiting. I've not even watched that yet. I don't even have time to watch our own stuff. It's very, very hard to sit down and watch anyone else's stuff because it's quite time consuming doing. I spent 45 minutes setting up this video, but you know, before we came in. So yeah, you know, it's what I would say is though, everyone has got their favourites. I don't know how Arsenal. There's loads of West Ham ones. I don't know how Arsenal just seem to have one dominant one, don't they? A lot of people come on. Not a lot of people, but actually, once in a blue moon, someone comes on if I think you're crap. And I don't like your channel. Not nice like all you lovely people in the chat there. And I just always say, you've got a choice. There are many, many channels for you to watch. You know, crack on. But I'll tell you what though, because I listened, we are blessed. We are blessed though with, so if you want to fill up your week, podcasts and stuff like that, it's very, very good. I listen to a lot of stuff. So I listen to rugby podcasts as well, boxing ones as well, mixed martial arts ones. When the Ashes has been on, listen to a test match special if you know what that is. So, but you can really fill up your time with all this stuff now, all this West Ham stuff if you want to, and it is really good. I think it's lovely to listen to a dedicated podcast just about the subject that you want to hear about without sort of having to listen through a load of stuff. I did it the other night. I got stuck in a traffic jam on the M25 on Wednesday. Oh, it's horrendous, by the way, horrendous. Worse, to be fair, there was fatalities, so people had it far worse than I did. But you know, it was actually nice. I had a tune-in radio, and I did, you know, just started listening to some West Ham podcasts and stuff. To, you know, which was far better than listening to the radio, quite frankly. American Hammers TV's going well, says Ben Davis. Did a little thing actually yesterday with Scott, who's a really lovely fella. So they are doing well, and I mean they're really providing a service over there. I mean, you know, to give contact to, you know. Well, it's not just in the US. There's the whole continent, you know. Canada as well. I was going to say Canada as well. They've done a real service there. I think really, really, really good people. And he's Scott's putting together a travelogue. So he's for US fans that come over, tell them where to go, where they can stay, where to visit, how to get tickets. It's actually I said to him yesterday, it's like a public. Public information service, really. Very, very useful, very good. You know, they should be well pleased with themselves. All our stuff was, so much of it was based on, you know, overseas fans and fans that can't get to games as well. You know, we a lot of the video stuff that we do, we're fully aware not everyone can get to games, not everyone lives in Stratford or, you know, the surrounding area. So yeah, anyway, where we go. What else we got? Not watched American Hammers too much, says Moby. It's just loads of channels, mate. As James says, loads of channels, and we all love West Ham. Well, you know, we've all got something in common, haven't we? You know, we are blessed. Hallowed be thy name. That's the name of my fantasy football team. This is my favourite. Ray says Ray, but he loves West Ham Fan TV too. Good. I mean, good. You know, we're delighted. We're delighted to have you. And the longer we do it, you know, it's not like we look through the chat and we don't recognise. We recognise people absolutely 100% and meet people. You know, we have meals, go out for curry nights and in Stratford. obviously down the boats all the time. I've got someone coming over from Ireland tomorrow. Someone I've been chatting to online for a long time. He won't even listen to it now. I think he's actually flying over right now. You'll recognise him from the chat. I'm not going to embarrass him, so it is. I'm really looking forward to meeting him tomorrow. So yeah, it's going to be nice. Andy takes his son to MMA 5 times a week, and he's now watching in the van. What, you're not watching your son doing all the stuff, Andy? You're watching his son in the van. That's it as Andy. I know Andy is a regular watcher of the channel. I can recognise all your names in there. Antonio could be out for 3 months, says Victor. He certainly could, mate. This tea's a bit cold, excuse me. It's a bit cold, but it's nice. Nathan Holland just scored versus Man United under 23s, did he, Harry? Okay, brilliant. Good player. Nice lad as well. I've met him, had a chat with him. Really nice lad. You just tell he's been brought up really well. Very down to earth, very pleasant, got lots of time for you. Friendly, kind, nice lad, and just bloody good at football as well. Andy, are you scared of him? Oh, yes, he's asking if Andy's scared of his son. Any bath sealing tips? Most welcome, as I haven't done it for about 20. Have you not seen? I've got a video on how to seal a bath in with silicone, mate. If you haven't seen it, just type in how to apply silicone sealant. One of them's going to have me on there. Done alright, that video. I think it's got 1 million or 2 million views. Done alright, that. Happy with that. Are you looking forward to VAR? Hate it. I just can't stand it. I really can't. That was an eye opener, I've got to say. And that Brighton game. The fans are the only people. The fans in the stadium, the only people that don't know what's going on. It's just weird. Very, very odd. Very blame Bubbles. Oh, message retracted. I don't know what he says. He'll come back and say, hey, oh, another one. I've been naughty. Maybe regrets what he said. I'm only joking. Another regular. What we got? What else we got? Ruiz v AJ. Who wins? Put a bet on it today. I put a few bets on today, and yeah, I put a bet on betting 20 pence to win £500,000 with the scores for Saturday. But I did do a slightly more sensible bet because I think, crikey, I think Luke Campbell might win. It's a heavy. It's 8-1 to win a boxing match, 2-horse race. He's 8-1. That's what an underdog is. I think he might do it. He might do it. I think Ruiz wins basically. Greg, thank you for asking, mate. Weird transfer. Chris Smalling, he's signed for Roma, has he? I know he was rumoured because Sanchez was rumoured to be going as well. I've not really followed the news. Obviously the West Ham stuff, clearly, but as it is being in this game, the old Hammers chat game, you get messages all the time where people say, "Oh, you heard about Lanzini." So yeah, and then then my old man might message me in 2 days. So you heard about Lanzini? I say, yeah, I've heard. I know. I wouldn't fancy saying no to an MMA fighter when he asked for a large Big Mac meal. He probably doesn't eat a Big Mac meal because he's an MMA fighter. The body is the temple. And all the rest of it. Who do you think will win the boxing? AJ or Ruiz? We've done that. Oh, you spent so much time deleting your messages, my friend. You missed it. I think the score tomorrow, I think Norwich will win 3-2. That's what I said in the thing. Hope not. Height advantage, but that's about it. Oh, no. No, listen, it's not about his slick boxer. I watched him in the Olympics, actually. And slick boxer, Luke Campbell. Yeah, he is slick. Like we lost his name. Lomachenko boxes on the inside. I think he keep him at arm's length. I think he might win on points, mate. Hello Ray, my friend. Hope you're well. What are we doing? Sanchez to Inter. Oh, Smalling to Roma. Okay, so that's done. It's happened. Roma's going down, says Jason. And let me just open the door. It gets hot in here. It's like there's another reason I want to get in the man cave. I'm going to do a little bit more. It just gets so hot, so hot. It's right. I should have a good week's work next week. Hopefully get a bit of money in. Then I can buy the cladding for the outside and get the electrics done after. So a bit more. and we'll get it done. But as for the moment, I'm in the cupboard, and I open up this, got a bit of air in. What else have we got? Well, sorry, yeah, because Ray, you're asking when's big moves to sheds. Oh, Ray, you've obviously come to the video late. We've had the shed talk. Basically, I've run out of money. Basically, mate, it's I don't know what. I don't speak too loud, Miss Gonzo. So she don't watch my videos. You can't blame her. She's sick of hearing me talk all the time anyway. But it's cost a couple of grand basically. So the coffers are empty at the moment. So I'm gonna I've got some good work booked in for next week and then the week after. So hopefully I can throw a bit more money at it, get the bits that I need. If I was in by October, I'll be delighted. I'm not sure though, mate. Gary Page, if you had up both channels, you have 15k. I don't think so, Gary. There's so many of the same people. Like your good self, mate. I would. What was it? 4939 on this. I bet all 4939 subscribe to the first channel as well. Yeah, gotta be. So we do good. I'm not complaining, mate. I'm not complaining. We do great numbers. Great numbers. Do you see how many saw that Chicharito goal? 80,000 views or something. Was it? 70? I don't know. It was a lot. It was over 50,000. It's all the Mexicans coming over and watching it. They love it. They love a bit of Chicharito. Chicha Dios, they call him. Chicha God. That's what it means. Oh, hold on, Ray. Hold on, Ray. Sorry. Sorry. There we are. There we go. There you are, Ray. Begging your pardon, my old son. Begging your pardon. Right, where else? Where are we going? Right, am I beginning to get used to life at the London Stadium? I'll tell you what, I'll be perfectly honest with you. The stadium itself, I'll never get used to the away from the pitch, away from the the seats, away from the pitch. It's too far. I never will. I never will. And it'll be the one bee in my bonnet. And all these little things we do, I don't think are going to make an awful lot of difference. Okay, so actually that part of it, it's too far away. And whenever even just go around a corner to the little football club around there, and you stand there on the side, I think, oh wow, I can actually watch the football. That being said, I love the day out, and I've got to say I have better days out now than ever at Upton Park, because I guess because we're in in some way in control of it because of the boat. So the boats are better than the bowling for me. There's no doubt about it. I can get served. I mean the pub, obviously the bowling, the pub. I can get served. I can move around in there. I know so many people down there, and they know me, and they know each other. So it's a real local. There's not 2,000 people crammed into a pub. There's 250 people, many of who you'll know, and who you're pleased to see. And it's nice to see people. It's nice to catch up with. I'd never had that. I didn't mean you go to games with 2 or 3 people, but you go to the game with the group that you went with. This is different now. We meet new people there, and meet, as I say, people in this very chat. Mike Manera. First met Mike, he came on the forum, and he came down the boats. And here he is now, winning at fantasy football. So, yeah, he's been a good experience with that. I also like half-time as well, because you can actually get served, and you can go to the toilet, and it's so big. It's cold in the winter, don't get me wrong, it's freezing, even on the concourse. But we've got an area at the bottom of the stairs where you all stand and have a drink and have a pie, and it's just actually a really lovely place. You were so crammed in, and not just at Upton Park, every stadium, you're so crammed in just trying to get a drink, and it was never, half-time was just so rushed, it was never relaxing. And now half-time is actually maybe 5 minutes queuing up and having a wee, and then actually 10 minutes stood with your mates chatting about the half, and I do love the space of that inside the stadium. That's my honest appraisal. So yes, I am very, very much used to it. Andy misses the Queen's sticky carpet. I mean, I can't complain too much. I've had some really nice times in there. I've never grown bored of not going down a flaming stairs into the cars he treading through. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Anyway, That's toilets for you. What toilets are nice? Harrods toilets, maybe, or something. I don't know. But there we go. All ones that I build, of course, are very, very nice. Yeah, Mike, we're looking forward to you to coming down when you can, mate. You're very welcome. And you know we will hook you up, my friend, as the youngsters say these days. That's what they're saying, it? Hook you up. And let's say sort you out. Actually, sort you out might mean a slap. Has anyone weed off the boat? I have seen one person weed off, but in general, no. Yeah, Black Lion was all right, actually. Black Lion was all right, Gary, I've got to say. But you know, as somebody it's disappeared. Oh, sorry, Ray, I don't own the boats. No. We don't own the boats at all. Crikey, no. I mean, you would be, if you saw the money that we get for doing it. Honestly, you'd laugh. You'd laugh. It's honestly, wouldn't even cover me. Wouldn't even cover me train ticket up. Honestly, we do it for the love of it. It's the best thing about the boats is giving us a local. So no. A separate company hire the boats and or they own the boats, and then we basically supply them with kind, lovely West Ham fans who go on and have a nice time. No, the boats is all about it just being a nice place to go, and it is owned by really nice, decent people as well. It's good. It's we are on to a good thing. There's no doubt about it. And it's like someone said there. Does anyone have a pee off the boats? People don't. There's no trouble down there. It's just not that sort of place. Everyone gets on. It's just nice. What else have we got? Yeah, Moby said he doesn't miss the area, he missed the actual ground. I think we all missed the ground. If we could have built a bigger ground where it was, I think we'd all be happy and had us sorted the trains out. Wouldn't have been bad at all. Anyone can go to the boat, James. Anyone can go to the boat. Anyone. Go on hammerschat.com. Probably haven't got it there, have I? can't see myself. It's hammerschat.com. That's our website. Go onto there. You'll click. If you go onto, you'll see there's a thread on there. It says boats. Anyone can go on the boats. You just got to book through there. It's as simple as that. Ray, he's talking about his toilets up in Liverpool. Yeah, it's Liverpool, isn't it? And Coyotes in Liverpool. I don't think I can quite stretch that. I'll come out and have an evening out for you, mate. But I don't think I can quite stretch to work in Liverpool, my friend. Is my ACCA still for tomorrow? 20p ACCA, yeah. It's still, I would imagine it's still cash out, yeah. Cash out 20p. I'm waiting. I might cash out at 300 grand. Gonzo, would you like to be a full-time YouTuber one day? Well, I won't. No. Well, yes. I'd like not to crawl around actually lifting out toilets. I prefer to be on YouTube talking about toilets, giving tutorials on people doing toilets. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Yeah, I'm sorry, but when people say YouTuber, people think millionaire, and that sort of stuff ain't going to happen. I mean, crikey, yeah, if I could earn a fair monthly wage doing YouTube videos, yeah, I mean, who wouldn't? Yeah, absolutely. Certainly beats crawling through lofts and sticking around down drains and toilets and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, that would be a lovely thing. I fear it's not gonna happen though. But anyway, there we go. That's fine. I didn't grow up wanting to be a YouTuber, and that's fine. And I have a little business venture, a little iron in the fire with somebody who may even be watching this video right now. I've got something hopefully planned soon, but it's nothing YouTube related. That's for sure. Hopefully that will get me off the tools and stop me having to crawl around on my dodgy knees. Ben Stokes tweeted a pic of his name on the back of a Spurs shirt. I used to like that bloke, said Ben. Yeah, I know. Disappointing. Very, very much so. Forever blowing bubbles. I've been on the boats a couple of times. They are great. See, this is what annoys me. I've got to say this. I don't know. Because that's not his name, and because that's not his face, I don't know who it is now. I'm trying to think exactly who that is. As soon as I see him, I know him. In fact, I had some even. In fact, I'm not going to say. I've had 2 or 3 people even this week say, "Do you do realise that this is my name on the forum and this is me?" And some people got different names on the forum, different names on here, and neither is their real name. And I've met them before, and it's hard. It's hard, You Bends with Gonzo would be a great channel. I've got a channel. I've got a plumbing channel. See, that would never get any clicks. You Bends with Gonzo. People want to fix their toilet. Don't know who Gonzo is. They just want to help. My toilet is broken. That's the sort of stuff they type in. Ben Stokes in Newcastle. I don't think he is. No, I don't even think he was. Judging by the tweet today, I don't even think he was a Tottenham fan. You did. I know you are. You did. You did buy me a drink. But this is the thing. What you got to remember is everyone's got a name. Forever Blowing Bubbles, Happy Hammer. Blah 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 blah. So the amount of names in there that are similar, that have Hammer or Bubbles or West Ham in them. Everyone will say, oh, you know me. It's whatever. It's Happy Hammer. It's Irons 4. It's Ironworks. Yeah, there we go. Bubbles. It's not you in the pic. What are you going on about? There ain't no pic there. I'll tell you what. You have got a pic. I can't see it. It is that big, mate. That is that big. I want to click on it because I want to have a look, but I can't. No, I'll end up crashing this thing. Did all right though, didn't it? The old stream. You might have heard it. Listen to the eyelids. Let me try again.
Hello all the fans. I am very happy to extend my contract with yours and come on you Irons.
Eyelids. Listen.
Hello all the fans.
Come on you eyelids.
I am very happy to extend my contract with yours and come on you Irons.
Come on you eyelids.
Hello all the fans.
Dean Ashton.
I am very happy.
Hi everyone, Dean Ashton here. I've just done an interview with Hammer's Chat and it will be on their YouTube channel very, very soon. So make sure you look out for that and listen to what I've got to say.
There we go. Listen to what he's got to say. That's Dean Ashton. What else did we have? What else have got clicked up here? Got all these videos lined up. What was this one? Oh, it's him. The chosen one. Come on you eyelids. Number 10. It's not. There's a shirt said 2023. I think it's changing his shirt number 2. Go on, tap the badge. Kiss the badge. Go on, do something. Don't stand there. Oh, there you go. 2023. 19 plus 4. Come on, you eyelids. And that's almost it. Hold on. Subscribe animation. This was all a test, really, this video, to see if stuff was working. Click subscribe, press the bell, ding dong. Get your notifications. It sounds like irons. Sounds a bit like eyelids to me. Yeah, look forward to the Dean Ashton video. It's yeah, I mean, it's going to be good. It is going to be good. Gonzo, who do you support in rugby? You're a big rugby fan. Union, are you, Nick? Okay, I used to watch Wasps all the time. And I love rugby. I would, if England were playing football and England were playing rugby, I'd watch the rugby. I probably know far more about the England rugby team than I do the football team. That's how much I like it. So I used to watch Wasps and then they moved. Since they moved, I've been to see Bath twice. I don't have a massive, it was Wasps, but it's not a West Ham thing, I will go and watch anyone play rugby. So I went to the Sarries Quins game last season and the season before. Watched them at Wembley. I've watched them at Twickenham. So I will just watch a game of rugby. Obviously, I wouldn't go and watch. I don't know. I wouldn't go and watch West Brom against Norwich, for instance. I wouldn't watch any football game. I barely do that on the telly, to be fair, when they're on. But I will watch, if Sale are playing Gloucester on the telly, I'll watch the whole game. Far more, yeah. If that makes any sense. I love rugby more than I love football, but I don't love any of those things more than I love West Ham. If that makes sense. I'm sure it does. Clayton's a Sarries fan, Saracens, and... He's at the... Oh, okay. You were at the Oval yesterday watching the mighty Essex Eagles. Yeah, I love cricket as well. I've been to the Ashes. Went to the Ashes in Cardiff, which was great fun. That's a day out. That is the cricket. That's a day out, I tell you. It's really hot as well. Mike's back. We know you're back. You've already been back. Where'd you go? You lives in Wickham. Andy lives in Wickham. I don't know you lived in Wickham, mate. He's got to Wickham all the time. All the time. You don't live a million miles from me, to be fair, mate, really. And, yeah, used to go there all the time. I know the ground very, very well. And, because there used to be a, yeah, anyway, that's a different story. We'll be here all night if I start telling all that story. Next, South Africa says, yeah, of course, rugby is huge in South Africa. Of course, and cricket as well. Yeah, for sure. What else we got? Clayton's saying the same thing. Always rugby over football unless it's West Ham. That's it. That's exactly me. That's me. Right. Mike said. Sorry, Moby Dick said Mike must have moved again. Right. I'm gonna go. I've not had any dinner. Dinner, tea, supper. What do you call it? I don't ever use the word supper actually. I might say tea. Not every tea. Dinner. But I've not. I've got a nice bit of salmon. Got some rice and just that stuff in a bag. 2 minutes in the microwave. And a bit of salad. So yeah, that's for me. And then I've got I've got to make sure my phone's charged for tomorrow. Check my trains. Get ready. I'm very, very much looking forward to it. And I hope you lot are looking forward to it as well. Be it whether you're at the game, whether you're going to try and follow it on a stream or whatever. I'll be on this channel straight away. I say straight away. It won't because I've got to record it and then upload it. I'll be as quick as I can. Let's say, so what are we finishing? 4:45. I don't stand there. I'll probably get the instant reaction video out between 5 and 10 past, and I'll upload it. And then it's down to the boats. Gio's going to record some fan cams with some fans, obviously, and we will do. I'm sure we'll do a review. We might do a review. Yeah, maybe. Listen, anything goes. They've got an early start tomorrow, Gio and the chaps. But there is a big announcement. There's no drum roll button. That's not a drum roll, is it? Mike on Monday is back. You can guess the day. On Monday. This coming one. We're pleased to have you back, Mike. We are very pleased. Very, very pleased. The platform, the stage is yours, my friend. Yeah. As Moby Dick said, Mike has been sorely missed. I think we'll leave it there. So thank you for joining me. It's been a long time since we mentioned Lanzini, but that's the good news. That's what the video started out. It turned out into more of a general chit chat, which I do enjoy. I've got to be honest with you. I do like a chat with everybody. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the game tomorrow. Enjoy your Friday night. You've still got a Friday night. The night is young, folks. I've still got to be fair, I'm speaking like it's the end of the video. I've still got to work out how to end this flaming stream, to be honest with you. Is Dean Ashton going to be on mic on Monday? No, I don't think he is, unless he's... Paul Schofield, Gonzo, I bumped into you, but never spoke. What did you do? What did you do? A shoulder barge or something? Why didn't you speak? You bumped him up. Did we physically... Or was it one of the ones where we both went the same way, or... You should have said hello. Please do. Please do. That's how I meet everyone. Of course, you can't really meet anyone without saying hello, can you? Well, maybe a rude person. You could meet a rude person without saying hello. But please do, Paul. If you bump into me again, go easy. I've got a bad shoulder. But thank you for joining in, Paul. Thank you for joining in, everybody else. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad everyone... have I checked VAR? What for Paul's shoulder barge? He's assault. Yeah. Cheers, Clayton. Cheers, Ravi. Thank you, everybody that's Kevin and everybody else that's joined in the chat. Enjoy what you're doing. Enjoy your evening. That's it. Right, I don't even know where to. This is new software. I don't know where the end button is. saying goodbye now. I'm going to be scratching around for the next 10 minutes probably. Hey, you're very, very welcome. Everybody, you're very welcome. Everyone says nice things at the end of the video. Paul, don't worry you're drunk. Don't apologise for being drunk, mate. It's Friday night. You've had a long old week at work, mate. If you can't get drunk on a Friday night, when can you? Well, Saturday probably. Thanks everyone. If you're at the game tomorrow, I may well see you there. If not, I will see you on the video. I might be a bit drunk in the video, so please excuse me if I ramble on a bit and get things slightly tactically right. I have Tony next to me. He'll put me right. Take